David Garofalo of the Cigar Authority. You're listening to the Leaf and Ash Podcast, the cigar podcast that I listen to.
What the heck? I wasn't ready for that. What the heck? What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Leaf and Ash Podcast. As you know, I'm one of your hosts, Panda Baby, and the Panda is excited because we got no other than HAZE Gray in the house. So, guys, obviously, before we introduce them, I'm going to introduce you to my compadres as always. You know this bougie man himself, no other than the Cigar Don. What up, Donnie boy?
What's happening? What's going on? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. And as we know, this guy over here, the one finger pepper sensation, JJ Cigar Mark.
What's up, beautiful people? And Rob.
And over here we got nothing but the traveling man, PC, aka Silverback. What up, baby?
What's going on, people? AKA Silverback, baby.
Let's go.
Uh-huh.
The time has arrived, ladies
Hold
and
on.
gentlemen.
I don't like the way JJ said that.
I'm just saying, they're
What you got up your sleeve, man?
Wait, before we get started, did we have an AKA Silverback sighting today?
We did.
Oh, did we?
Oh,
We did.
Are you ready?
Oh, y'all following me again?
Well, you know, I don't know if I'm going to call this Silverback or it may be something you went by 25 years ago. But here we go. I really.
Good Lord, guys, listen. Listen, we have been waiting for this day for the longest time, ladies and gentlemen, with HAZE Gray, and it is no other than the release today of the BUSSOLA itself, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, Rue, Pedro, Val. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Good. How are you? How you guys doing?
Good.
Excited, pumped. Let me tell you something. It's been a while. We've been talking about this for a while since prior to you guys started to talk about releasing this cigar. We're gonna get to this cigar momentarily, but as you guys can see, the hashtag today is HAZE. And Rue, quick, what is it that these guys will be winning today? Rue. What's the giveaway?
What?
What's the giveaway?
Oh, the giveaway. It was that New York accent, bro. I couldn't talk too fast. We need subtitles. We need subtitles.
So do we. Yeah.
New York thing just ain't cutting it. So we're giving away a 5-pack of Bussolas, a HAZE Gray T-shirt, and a HAZE Gray hat.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
There you go, guys. There you go. Absolutely one of my favorites, as you can see. And if once Angel gets here, he'll realize that they took away the restraining order away from me. So just for today only. So guys, let's get right into it in regards to the Bussola. I mean, for those who don't know the backstory of the Bussola, let's start off with what does Bussola mean and how did you guys come about the cigar in regards to making this part of your core line? Because we know it wasn't supposed to be the beginning of your core line.
Yeah, so about a year ago, we had an idea to come out with a cut and light cigar. And we were just going back and forth with this, just trying to get an idea of what to come up with as far as a blend goes. Because prior to that, we already had the Dimanche du Mod in the lineup. We were ready to rock that out in January. So I'd say late summer, early fall, we went down to a boutique festival down in Jacksonville, and Ish came out and handed us all cigars. Us, Hologram, Gabe, Aldi, and he's like, "Here you go. Here's your cut and light cigar, but it isn't done." So we were smoking it. Everybody loved it. They were like, man, this is a really good cigar. This is a really good cigar. We're like, all right, we're going to go with it. And about a month or two later, Ish comes back and goes, okay, here's your final cigar. Here's your cut and light. He's like, but I don't think you're going to want it to be your cut and light. I'm like, wow, man. I was like, what'd you do, Ish? He's like, just smoke it and tell me. So he sent up a few samples to us, and as soon as we got them, we broke them out and we sat in the garage and we started smoking. And he told us he tweaked it a little bit from the last time we smoked it, but it wasn't a little, it was a lot. And we all looked at each other without saying a word, and our eyes just like, we locked eyes and we're like, oh damn, this is not a cut and light cigar. Like, we can't make this our cut and light. So we called Ish and we're like, hey dude, you're right, this is not a cut and light cigar. Like, we're gonna have to add this to our core line, which then made us take a step back, because that, you know, as people may know, when we went down to blend with Ish, we walked out of there with 6 blends, right? This being the 7th. So we had to kind of take a step back, look at the blends that we still have getting ready to launch in the next 2 years or so, and put this one into the rotation. So we were like, all right, let's just come out now with this blend, and then we'll just bump everybody or the other blends back 6 months. And then it was time to come up with a name, and we were just kicking back and forth, trying to figure out names. And my brother came up with the BUSSOLA, which translates to compass in English. So it stuck. And then we got with Val, and she does all our logos, and you know, all the t-shirts that you see now, it's all Val. The bands, we tell her our ideas and she goes to work and creates our band. So the band came out and it just fit. I mean, the band is probably one of my favorite bands. The North and the South on the compass. You know, we started in the North, ended in the South, and then replaced the West and the East with the HG for HAZE Gray.
Nice.
I mean, great marketing, you know, and that kind of go. I mean, that's a couple of my questions down the road. But you know what? Since you brought that up, when you guys are creating, you know, your marketing strategy, and this probably for Val, because basically they give you this idea. You know, how do you make their idea to light? You know what I mean? Because I can only imagine, like with the Image Lamar, I know that one was a little bit different. You know, this one, I think this was kind of a little bit more straightforward because you kind of had a baseline. How do you go about attacking the marketing aspect in regards, especially with this particular cigar?
I mean, we do a lot of communicating over here between the three of us. So we're always, even when we're like on downtime, just like shooting stuff back and forth, especially these two. And I'm always sitting there, even when they don't know that I'm working on my phone, they're talking and I'm looking up stuff or doing this. So like, I think we went back. What was the original on the cigar? Was it the Tall Ships?
No.
We were like going, we just sit there and go back and forth. So while they're talking, I'll like Google stuff and like pull it up and show it to them. And they're either like, yeah, no, that's not it. Yeah, that's it. And then I just go to town on my apps and Canva and AI and start creating, and I'll flip out 5 or 6 bands and show it to them, and they tell me yes, no, maybe, and then we just keep working it until we get it. So
here's my follow-up question, and this is in general, like how much do you think social media plays a big part? Do you think honestly social media plays a big part in the marketing, especially now, right? Because everybody's on their phones.
I don't think that we would be as far as we are in 2 years if we didn't have the social media and the following. And I mean, we're constantly growing, trying to grow that, but it's huge for a cigar brand, especially a new up and coming cigar brand, to have those followers and like posting our events and what we're doing. And just so you can keep your customers and your clients and your fans and your podcasts and everything in the know, it's huge for growth. And just for getting our name out there, it's been a huge platform to get HAZE Gray out loud for us. So it's been amazing. But
talking
yes,
about
very important.
yeah, social media is definitely the fastest version of word of mouth, right? Because you send me something, I see something you guys have, and I get a copy of it. I send it to my guys, they send it to their people, and that domino effect is huge, absolutely huge. You know, so back to Pedro and Ruth. Question: when did you guys realize that this journey is become no longer a hobby, as opposed to now a lifestyle or your actual, you know, your journey that you really want to get to? When did that come about?
Um, for me, I would say I've always been intrigued by the lifestyle, right? And when I started thinking about starting the brand, it wasn't so much as I'm just gonna start a hobby. You know, it's not like I'm, you know, got a cricket and I'm putting out, you know, stickers on Etsy, right? It was just there's a whole different lifestyle. It's a whole different career, I would say. And so right from the get-go, I liked the lifestyle. I wanted to be a part of the lifestyle. But as the time started coming, like as we started progressing and we were getting great feedback on our cigars, we were getting great feedback on our bands, on our boxes, that's when it started really clicking. Like, I think we belong, right? I really think we belong here. I think that we can make it. And so as it started going, and from the time my brother got on board, it just skyrocketed, right? Because now it wasn't so much just my idea, because I can come up with some really shitty ideas, but it was my brother that was there to kind of balance it, right? Like, no, that's stupid. But we can't do that. Let's do it this way. Or I'll look at him and be like, man, that's stupid. We can't do that. Nobody's ever done that, right? It's just not right. So I think with us being able to work together and be able to communicate and get our ideas out, it's actually, we've progressed even more. So now it's gotten to the point where let's embrace the lifestyle, let's embrace the industry, and let's just keep going and see how far it goes, you know, and see. I mean, our main goal is to create a legacy, right? That's our main goal. This isn't it's not a fly by night. It's not let's make a quick buck and go down to the DR and hang out and drink drinks out of a coconut. This is, we want to build a legacy. We want to build an empire, and we're going to put in the work to do it.
And you know what? I think those of us that know you guys and know how you guys have been pushing your brand and putting those boots to ground, you guys have definitely put, you know, your money where your mouth is, right? Because the reality is that you guys have traveled thousands of miles for cutting lights just to represent your brand. And, you know, and we've had these conversations on the other side, in the sense of that, you know, you guys are one of the very few people that I know that have boutique brands that are trying to make something of it. But I don't think I've seen anyone work as hard as you guys to get your name out there. And I can see the legacy. And I see HAZE in the next 5 years being a household name. I really do. And I'm not saying that because you guys are here. I think you guys have the dedication for it. You know what I mean? And I think that says so much about you guys and how hard you guys are willing to work on your brand and your reputation, which is huge. I got two more questions for you guys, and I'm gonna pass the mic. What do you think separates you guys from other boutiques that are coming out there outside of what I just finished saying?
Man, who wants to go first?
I'll go first on this one. We talked about this the other night somewhere. So,
Somewhere.
I mean, there's a lot of amazing boutique craft brands out there, especially ones that are coming, ones that have been around about the same time we have. Not downplaying anybody else, but I mean, the three of us, I feel like it's our hustle and our passion. Like that's our number one, two elements of the three of us together. And what we do every day is we get tired. This is a lot on all three of us at any given day. And it's like, we we live this and breathe this. When we say Haze Gray is always doing this hustle, we are day in and day out, and we get tired and we get run down. But like when we get to do these events and we get to go do these cut and lights, like it's what lights our fire, is meeting new people and meeting our fans and our clients and our customers, and it feeds us and we feed off of it, and we could be exhausted, and as soon as we set up, plug in, sit down and go to work, you see all three of us, like our demeanor and everything changes because we're excited to be there. We have the passion for it. We care about what we're bringing and what we're making to give to everyone. And that comes into play with everything that we do when we're sitting here going back and forth and creating our brand and creating cigars and creating bands and everything, as we're putting the consumer number one. And I'm going to say that's what sets us apart.
I think, and I mean, she nailed it on the head, but I think one of the things, and we got asked this question the other day on another podcast, and I wanted to avoid it, right? I wanted to avoid that question because I hate saying, well, this is what makes us better, or this is what separates us apart. So later on that night, I was sitting there thinking about that question really hard. And I can honestly say right now that I think the thing that separates us, besides what Val just mentioned, what separates us from other brands is our tobacco, hands down, right? There's a lot of boutique brands out there. They got a lot of them have some amazing factories and some amazing blends. But one of the things that my brother and I both talked about when we started this journey is we wanted to be different. We wanted to think outside the box. We wanted to work outside the box. We didn't want to do the same old cookie cutter cigars or blends. And so that's why we teamed up with Ish and the Rodriguez Olivan Cigar Factory, right? It's because he can keep us outside that box, and he can keep us entertained in that, outside that box doing our thing. And I think with the blends that I've already come out with these two, that we've gotten some great reviews, along with the blends that we still have. I mean, we still have another five blends to roll out, right? And like my brother said the other night, they just keep getting better and better. And you were there, Panda, so you saw each time he would roll out a cigar, it was better than the other one. And it was better than the other one. And it was better than the other three before. So I think that's one of the things that separates us apart, is just the tobacco that we can procure from Ish.
Sure.
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing last night, and that's exactly what I was going to say. That's why I was looking at him like, God damn, like, I know we're brothers, but yeah, I agree. I think that is what separates us, and us pushing that.
Hi, Angel.
Us pushing that, like, at events, I see it all the time. We talked the other night about it. We talk about our first core line, but as soon as I get to that Irmão Jumad, it's a game. It's automatically, oh, I want that. Ooh, what? Zimbabwe tobacco? Like, they're instantly on it. So I know we have something there, and that's what we're pushing right now with the second line, and that's exactly what's going to separate us, I believe, from other brands, is having exotic tobacco.
Hands down. And listen, guys, you guys were there, and I thank you very much for allowing me to be part of that journey with you guys that day, because I know what's coming down the pipeline per se. You know what I mean? And it's nothing but great stuff, one banger after another. And you did make a valid point. I think that is something that does separate you guys from the rest, is linking up with Ish, because Ish has the accessibility of so many different tobaccos from around the world, that he is one of the very few blenders out there that are willing to bring you to his house and have him roll for you, right? And be in accident to be able to get those tobaccos and accessible to you, so you guys can try them out, and us as the consumer to try something new and fresh. You know what I mean? So I actually, between that and boots to ground, that grind that you guys have, I have nothing but respect for you. But I do gotta ask you this one question, and then I'm gonna pass this mic, because as you know, as in anything that we do, there's always gonna be criticism. right? There's always going to be that one person that's going to end up talking crap, say something negative, this and that. How do you guys handle that type of criticism when someone says, well, I don't know what everyone's talking, this cigar is crap, or this cigar, is nothing but is the hype. Like, how do you guys go about handling that criticism? Because it is part of the game, as we all know.
Yeah, with me, I tell them I'm sorry you feel that way. Just the other day, where I was talking to a lounge, and he was bashing boutiques pretty hard, or actually, she was bashing boutiques pretty hard, to the point, and she didn't know I owned a brand. Like, I was in there just kind of looking at the lounge, scoping the lounge out, studying the lounge, and I was like, well, do you have anything boutique? And she said, they don't matter. I said, really? Why do you say that? They don't have a factory. Construction's terrible. Unreliable. Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, man, I'm sorry you feel that way. And she turned around and she, talked a little bit more. She's like, well, what do you do? My brother and I own a brand, a boutique brand, right? And so, like, she tried to backpedal a little bit. And I went into the conversation. I was like, if you haven't tried boutique, then you're missing out. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you a sample pack. I got it in my car. I'm going to give you a sample pack. Next week, I'll swing by and I'm going to ask you what you thought of our cigars. If you don't like them, that's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I only have one left, and I promise you're not going to hurt it. But you're going to smoke them and you're going to think something different. So sure enough, went by, dropped off the sample pack. I've been to that lounge 3 times now, and she has not been there. So I'm dying to go in that one day and just kind of see if she's there to be like, so what do you think? Right? Like, give me your honest opinion. We had this conversation the other night, and I'll probably get shot for saying this, but I don't care. It's kind of the point, like, you hear people in lounges or lounge owners talk about cigars canoeing, cigars tunneling, cigars unraveling. The list goes on and on and on and on, right? Mm-hmm. But it's like, I've smoked a lot of boutique cigars, and I can probably count on one hand on how many times a cigar is unraveled or tunneled or canoed, right? But let me tell you, I've lost count on how many times it's happened on the larger brands too.
Yes.
Right. And so I think it's almost to the point where the boutique brand and the boutique community is the punching bag for somebody else's, mistakes. That's just my honest opinion, right? But it to me, it's just plugging away, persevering, just being consistent. Reviews. I mean, as long as you have enough backup to say, hey, our cigars are damn good, that you can, show these lounge owners and these people that are new to the boutique world, I think it's more ammunition in our arsenal to be able to overcome those objections, right? So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate the time. Of course, I have like 19,000 questions to ask you, but I'm gonna pass the mic to my boy, One Finger Pecker Sensation, JJ. What up, dog?
What's up, everybody? Hello, Haze Gray.
What up, JJ?
Pals. First of all, I love you guys and thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've been able to witness Ish work, and it's a thing of magic. Watching Ish and his element is insane to watch. So when you guys were there getting all these blends lined out, how many iterations of the Bussola did you have to go through before you said that is the one?
It was only the second one. Yeah, we had blended us a cigar in Jacksonville, and then after that he tweaked it, sent it, and that was it. Like, there wasn't. Yeah, it's just out of this world.
I knew exactly that side eye the whole time I was there. Like, this guy's insane. I didn't quite give him, the dog look, but I was giving him a look kind of like this. Like, like, what are you doing? Like, how do you know all of this? And him showing us how you put a leaf this way, you put a leaf that way, and it changed everything.
That's
And
The whole mind concept of cigars, like everything just changed completely. Like going to his house, like I just want to know more and more. I wish he lived down the street, honestly. 'Cause we'd be over there all the time, just trying. You know what I mean? Learning more and more. It's a good feeling when you're at his house too, because you know you've got really good tobacco when you're smoking all the little fumas and you got them all there. You're not smoking the whole thing because he just keeps, letting you taste the different tobaccos. You know it's really good tobacco when Valerie's taking every single one that's half a little burnt and she's putting them away. Asking Ish, it's okay if I take these? Yeah.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I did. I brought those bitches home and I smoked them on the patio.
I guarantee you did.
I was like, this is tobacco abuse. You're throwing those away. I'm taking them.
It's like Ish kept telling us, you're not supposed to smoke the whole thing. I mean, we're all sitting there smoking the whole thing. And it's definitely a night I'll never forget. And hopefully I can do that again. Because like I said, watching him work and watching him in his element is something truly amazing to see. And I know he solidified that night that I'm exactly where I think I need to be. Because I'm a cigar nerd and a tobacco nerd. And I was I think a little on the spectrum that night. He had me fully captivated. I mean, it was nuts. So I'm gonna ask you guys right now. I'm smoking the Bussola with a old fashioned made with old granddad 114, and it's a great pairing. So what's something you guys like to pair with the Bussola?
So I'll answer this one. I mean, they can answer it too.
I'm coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. I mean, I drink a lot of coffee with a lot of my cigars.
What is that? What is that?
That's coffee, man, not coffee.
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 Of course.
Not coffee. Not coffee.
Panda don't know what coffee is.
I know. We need subtitles of Panda.
We gotta take Panda up to Boston to learn how to say coffee.
Oh.
So, JJ, that's a good question, and we got asked that not too long ago. I personally, I don't pair anything with the cigar for the first maybe 5-6 times I smoke the cigar.
That's fair.
Because and this is just me. I mean, I can be a little oddball sometimes. I want to smoke the cigar for the cigar.
Mm-hmm.
I want to taste every note. And, sometimes you'll pick up, it depends on what you ate, what you drank earlier. And you pick up the same cigar and you pick something else up, something different, or kind of something sporadic. Like she handed me one of our Brotherhoods the other day and she goes, here, take a puff of this. And I took a puff of it and I swear to God, I tasted Bubblicious gum. But it was for a split second.
It was my sweetness.
I was like, what the hell was that? I smoked a little bit more and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not going crazy, right? It's back to normal. So me personally, this is probably the 4th, 5th Bussola that I've smoked. And probably the next one, I'll try to pair it with something and then start the pairing game. But for the first 5-6 cigars, I don't pair anything. And I hope to God nobody asks me what to pair it with because I don't have an answer for them.
Right.
Because I don't. I just want to enjoy the cigar for the cigar. And then start going down that rabbit hole of pairing drinks and food and whatnot.
Okay. Now I got a few. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are we done with that question? Okay.
No. No, it's your turn now.
I think that all of our cigars go great with coffee. We drink a lot of coffee in this trio right here. So that's what we're always drinking. I like wine. Red blend wine is great with cigars. Our Admiral's really good with Chardonnay. So mine's coffee and wine.
Nice. I love the smell and taste of coffee. It just doesn't agree with me.
That's terrible. I'm sorry for you.
Oh, of course. Oh, who's the bougie one? Oh, yeah.
Bougie.
I'm over here drinking black velvet in the plastic bottle.
The PX special.
Oh yeah, it was go down to the class 6 and get that rock gut. Taste the plastic in it. Now here's just a few rapid fire questions. What is a dream collaboration for you guys? Whether it be cigar company, bourbon company, just something that you want to happen.
Penelope cigar blend and Haze Gray.
Ooh. Winner right there.
Oh my lord, that would be absolutely ridiculous. A nice straight barrel, that black label that they had. That, oh my lord, that's ridiculous.
Ooh.
Okay, heck yeah, you got my vote on that one, Penelope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
And I know some of these can be subjective, but straight cut or V cut? I've learned these questions can divide a house.
V-cut.
V-cut.
Yes.
wow, really? All three of you V cuts?
I'll do V-cut a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the way the smoke pulls on a V-cut, and I just feel like, I don't know, like sometimes I say, like, sometimes when you like put a lot of saliva on a cigar and it's a straight cut, sometimes it just kind of starts closing up on you a little bit, right? You gotta, I don't know, maybe squeeze it. That's just me. On a V cut, I just feel like because you're always putting pressure down on it, it's always opening the cigar, and that's how I look at a V cut, and I just feel like it's always pulling good smoke out of it that way, in my opinion.
Can we go back to the first question again?
Yes.
That's because rapid fire.
Oh, okay.
That's not how
Sorry.
it works.
Oh no, go ahead, answer the question. Go ahead.
I was gonna answer what I thought he would say for the collab, because there's two more that we talk about all the time. What are they?
We do?
Yeah.
Cigar.
It doesn't have to be it can be anything, correct?
Mhm.
Oh,
And Boston.
yeah. No, that's So we've always said, we'd love to get together with Dixon. We ride, and my closet's full of Dixons. Do a Haze Gray Dixon flannel or bamboo, or a Boston Scally.
Oh,
Yeah, but I would like to collaborate with two brands personally. One would be you guys.
Oh,
I like to sit down and all of us blend a cigar together. And then another brand that I'd like to sit down and maybe collaborate with one day, and this probably be 10 years down the road, but Espinosa.
oh yes.
I would
That'd be
love to sit down with them and just be like, can we collaborate? Can we create a cigar together?
Somebody here might know a guy.
I mean,
Yeah, that's my collaborations.
That's sick.
okay.
That's sick.
Full strength or full
I'll
flavor?
wait for restraining order.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, but I can see
Bring it,
that.
Angel, bring it.
Yeah, I can see that. Though.
No, that'd be a
Hell yeah! Can you imagine like the Warheads, right? The Warhead collab, with this one in particular, right? The Booster.
God.
I can see a cigar by Haze Gray called Diddy Panda. Oh my
All right.
I wish
You
I had
know,
I wish I had
Oh, man.
You know what? Oh yeah, I agree.
I'll go to work on that.
Yeah, Steve, I agree.
Yes.
Okay, and what's one cigar you think every cigar smoker should experience at least once?
The BUSSOLA.
Great question. Great answer.
Yeah,
BUSSOLA.
I would say Idmon Zumad.
No, you already know how I feel about that cigar.
Yeah.
Are we talking about our core line?
Anything. It can be anything, but yeah, I'd most likely say it'd be from your guys' core line.
The 96 Barber
Okay.
Pole. My favorite.
All
Wow.
great options. All great options.
I like the barber pole. It's a
Yes.
great-
And again, guys, thank you for being here. I'm gonna pass you over there to Bougie McBouge. Guard on.
Golly.
And,
Appreciate you. Thanks.
Taking shrapnel from everywhere, man.
yes,
The
you are,
bou-
dude.
the
No one
bougie
say.
gangster.
Yeah.
So going back to where you're talking about when you went into that lounge and they kind of downplayed boutique. Do you guys are you guys I hate to use the word big enough. Are you guys out there enough now to where you can be picky about the lounges that you want your cigars in? Like, to me, I'd be like, well, I don't, if you feel that way about a boutique cigar, I don't really want my cigar in your shop, But, I know at some point you have to have your product out there. So are you guys to that point where you're kind of picky about where you want your cigars?
I wouldn't say we're big enough to where we can call the shots. Right. But I will say we're big enough to be able to do our due diligence, do our homework, and make sure that it's the right partnership. Early in the process of us getting into lounges, we made a couple of boo-boos. We teamed up with a couple of, and they weren't really lounges, but I mean, they weren't cigar guys. They didn't push cigars. They pushed everything else but cigars. And so our cigars just sat there on the shelf. And that kind of was a wake-up call for me. I don't know about my brother, but it was a wake-up call for me to say, okay, let's take a step back and let's really, really, really do our homework on some of these lounges. We have 3 reps now that are out there hitting the streets for us. When JJ was repping for us, I mean, he did a phenomenal job, and he kind of opened up my eyes a little bit and taught me, hey, check out this lounge. This is who I'm talking to. And I would study that lounge. I'd try to see as many pictures as I could. If I couldn't get there, I'd look at their humidor and see what I could see in pictures, right? Or shop by brands, right? Just to get a feel for, are these guys ready for boutique or not? So we are somewhat picky. But hey, don't get me wrong. I mean, if the guy's got boutique and he asks us to come in there, yeah, we're going to give it a shot, right? Yeah. We have just been fortunate and very, very lucky that every lounge that we've teamed up with and that we've partnered with has been amazing. Open lines of communication, random text messages. Heck, one lounge just text messaged me this morning. Hey, how's it going? Doing all right? Just thinking about you. Big day today. That was from a lounge, right? Like,
nice.
So it's, when we believe in partners for life and customers for life, we want to be able to get our foot in the door and just be a partner for a very, very long time.
So I think this is the 3rd time you guys have been on with us, and once when we first met, and then once early this year, and then now. So from that first meeting, and I'll be honest with you, the first time we had you on the show was the first time I'd ever met you guys or heard it. So from that point to now, I feel like, there's an old saying that nobody knows how long it took to be an overnight success, but I feel like things have really started rolling for you guys here. How has life changed for you in your personal daily life? Like, are you guys way busier? Is it time to start thinking about, day jobs and all that kind of stuff? Or are we there yet?
Man, tell you what, I had to take PTO today.
Yeah.
Because I knew I wasn't going to be able to work. I mean, I still took a few phone calls for work. But I had to take a day off today because I knew it was going to be one of those days, which it was, right? I wouldn't change for anything. I mean, I loved it. I might have gotten a little stressed, but at the end of the day, we're, like we've said all the time, we're passionate about it. We're passionate about our brand, passionate about the industry, and we want to deliver. We want to hit a home run every time we get up at bat with not only lounges, but our consumers as well. So yeah, definitely thinking full-time job. I mean, I have a good enough smile and a good enough wave that I think I could be a Walmart greeter, just so I could spend 90% of the time for the lounge, or for the brand. But it's wild. It's wild because there's times now that lounges are actually contacting us, and
that's a good feeling.
It's kind of the point where it's just like I was telling them, I said, yeah, lounge just called us, like, out of the blue, and at first thought it might have been an angel messing with us or something, you know. But,
Yeah.
but no, it's like surreal, right? So I wouldn't call it fame, I guess. Just a little popularity, maybe.
Right.
But yeah, it's definitely changed a lot since the last couple of times we've been there.
Well, the grind's paying off.
Oh
Yeah.
It's paying off.
Speaking of the grind, you guys put a lot of miles on your vehicles. What's some things that you've done recently, some events and some stuff you got coming up in the near future that people might be able to get out to?
Yeah, so we just finished up a cut and light up in Blairsville, Georgia with Sheepdog. That was a great time. It was the first cut and light that was just consistent. It was just steady all day long. It wasn't one of those show up for a few hours and then everybody's gone. There was new people coming through that door all day long. So it kept us motivated, kept us pumping and just grinding it out. We just did Sheepdog. We have a lot of local events coming up here. We did the missing parts ride with Justin Danger Nunley.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got to meet him. Phenomenal guy.
Yeah.
Just a heart of gold. I mean, he does a lot for the community. But one of the biggest things, or two big things that, besides, some of the cut and lights, we're going to be traveling from now until November. We don't have a weekend off. It's either an event or a cut and light that we have coming up. And if you follow us on social media, you'll see where we're going to be, and you can follow us and show up and hang out and smoke and joke and coke and joke. I mean, big event we got coming up that we're really, really, really excited for. One is the TPA event in October.
Yep.
It's right here in our backyard. 3-day event. Can't get any better. You got 17, 18 brands out there, cigar accessories, rolling class, a pairing class, raffles, giveaways, goodie bags, a night, a scheduled dinner. The list goes on, and then we're cramming it all into 3 days. I mean, if you don't leave here without having a good time, that's your fault, right?
Yes, there's something wrong with you.
Same.
Yeah. And then the second huge event that we're really looking forward to, and we were excited that we were able to get in there, was the festival down in Ybor. So we were able to lock in a booth. So we're excited for that. And not only being there, selling our cigars and promoting our brand, but actually meeting other brands that we hear about and see about that might be down there, and get to meet other brand owners and kind of rub elbows.
Yes.
Yeah, so I got two more quick things. One was just kind of a comment. You were talking about social media earlier, and I used to laugh I laugh now because I used to try to be the first comment on you guys' stuff or the first like, and now I see it, man. There's already 75 likes and 13, 15 comments on there. I'm like, holy crap, man! People are finding out about these guys, And,
that's just for me, guys. That's just for me. 75 likes for me.
So kudos to social media presence, man. I'm sure it's paying off for you guys. I know it, and as a younger brand, we're coming out with us. So, we got eyes on that. We're looking at what's the avenue for us to do that, and so you're kind of without knowing it, you're inspiring your younger brands to kind of do the same thing. And then my last question for you guys, just where can we buy the Bussola? Where is it up for sale at?
Yep. So you can go on our website, retail locations, authorized dealers, and it's got all the the lounges that we're in. But then if you don't have a lounge near your area or a shop near your area, you can go on fatboycigars.com. They sell online, and then Wolfpack Cigar Club. They and Wolfpack Cigar Club have been crushing it. They've been taking pre-orders. We just shipped out some more to them today, and it looks like, if not by Saturday or Monday, we'll probably be sending out some more to them, because like last night, we were sitting there on the podcast, and they were text messaging us going, "Hey, can we add a couple more boxes? Has our box shipped yet?" Like, no. He's like, "Can you add a couple more?" "Yeah, sure." And this morning he was already asking, "Hey, when can I put another order in?" So they're crushing it.
Awesome.
Right.
Awesome. Well, before we move on to PC, JJ, you got that bean footage there?
I got her ready to roll.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.
We don't smoke in here.
Well, I fucking do.
Get that mob feel with that, like we're ready to go do a hit, man. We're ready to go off somebody.
I get pumped up every time I hear that.
Let me tell you, you don't know how hard Pedro and I had to convince her to send that clip out, because she was for the longest time she was like, "Oh my God, it's got the F-bomb in there." We're like, "Who cares?
Well,
Send
I asked Panda for permission. I'm like, "Will you play this, or is it too much?" He's like, "Nope."
Yeah.
It's done.
I mean, we've dropped it on occasion.
Listen,
Happens.
you know what? But it fits so well. I mean, the way it came together, it fits so well. And once again, Val, you are killing it on social media.
Yes.
I'm telling you, you are absolutely killing it. Before PC gets his questions, I know you do marketing as well, correct? Is that you doing that now?
Yes.
So before PC gets his questions, why don't you talk about that briefly in regards to how they can contact you if they want you to do exactly what you're doing for HAZE Gray?
So because I do this all the time and I'm passionate about it, I started Smoke Show Marketing is actually me. If any of you have seen it. So I'm actually working to put all of that together on the side along with everything that I'm doing daily. So I have other accounts. I do my brother's landscaping, but I'm really gearing it more towards boutique cigar, craft cigar industry, just for helping other up and coming brands get their name out, get their socials going. And I love doing it. And I'm putting all things together so I can take on more new clients, more new boutique cigar brands, and just help people reach the level that we've reached through social media. So it's just, it brings me joy. I love doing it. I love creating content. So I'm happy to help anybody else. So you can message me. You can email me, val@hazegradcigars.com, or I have smokeshowmarketing@outlook.com is my email. And then I have Smoke Show Marketing on Instagram. So you can DM me, message me there as well. Thank you.
Absolutely. PC, the mic's to you, brother.
Man, I gotta ask you guys, man. Can we have a conversation? I don't really want to ask questions because we're friends, right? So, a lot of times I'm looking at this thing, man. You guys have the momentum that you have being a boutique company, and what have you learned just in the short period of time with the momentum that you've gained and with all the people that's raving about your brand?
Ooh, that's a good one, man. Patience. When I was in the Navy, we used to say it all the time, and you can see, I've heard it say it out in the civilian world, but it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Right.
And that's one thing that me personally, I look in the mirror in the mornings and I tell myself it's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Like, I want to be in 70 lounges by the end of the year. I want to be in 100 lounges by the middle of next year. And it's like, okay, that's great. Those are great goals, but you got to be patient, because not everybody's going to want HAZE Gray in their lounge, right? Not everybody knows about HAZE Gray, so it's going to take work. It's going to take us going out and getting on podcasts, any type of social media or anywhere we can plug our name in, we're doing it. So that's one thing that I can say I've learned is to be patient and to be just keep working hard.
This is definitely not an industry for the faint of heart. Because I was talking to one of our lounges about this yesterday. You take 5 steps forward and you think you're in the clear, and then you're knocked 10 steps backwards. So for me, I feel like I've learned that we've really got to keep our heads down on what we're working towards, what our end goal is, and just all this stuff that's coming at us. We've got to just keep your head down, keep pushing forward, keep hustling, keep driving on the days that you don't want to, or the days that you're frustrated or you get knocked back. You've just got to let it roll off and just keep moving forward on that one common goal that you're working towards. And you just can't let that, you just got to keep it moving forward no matter what.
No, I agree with you.
I think, me personally, we've learned a lot since we started, from trademarking, all that. I mean, we've been through it all. And I think that's what is driving us, and our passion is, because nothing has stopped us since that time.
Right.
And all you guys, people on here, supporting us is what drives us to go. Like, it just motivates us. And we got that mentality, like, this is it. This is our baby. We're going to push forward. And hearing people buying our cigars, online selling like crazy, like, it's surreal, you're like, wow, like, we really got something here. And I tell my brother all that time, like, every time, like, those days you get stressed, it's like, dude, we got this. Like, this is it. Like, we just got to keep pushing forward. And we all think that way. And that's that's where our momentum just comes from, is everybody, the whole cigar community. We just don't smoke our cigars. We smoke everybody's, like, your cigars. We love your cigars. We love we've smoked so many good cigars, and that's where your palate starts coming into play.
Right.
And that's what helps us with our cigars. And it's just a great community that's where our momentum basically comes from, to keep it short, is the community, honestly.
And I know it must be really, really tough to stay focused when you getting into a groove and you got your negatives, your positives. So what's the motivation to keep you, focused and leveled off and not stressed out, because running a business is not easy, because you have to make sure you got all your ducks in a row. So how do you stay focused, each and every one of you?
And I'll piggyback on that because we got a question from the audience here, kind of the same kind of question here, so.
Which one do you want us to answer first?
Both, either one. Yes.
All right. We'll answer. I'll answer PCs first. Myself, I stay stressed. I don't. I'm on edge 24/7. What helps me take off the edge? Oh, shit.
Perfect timing, perfect timing.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your answer. My turn.
No, I mean, yeah, it's a constant stress, man. It really is. Like, we take pride in what we do, and especially our brand we want to have a good name out in the community, right? So it's always a lot of pressure. It's always a lot of stress. But the question that was up there, it kind of intertwines. We help each other out so much, right? And I'll get to that here in a second. But what helps me, and Val's, I'm not saying it because she's here, but she knows me. She knows what makes me tick. She knows what drives me. She knows when I need to tap out, right? Discord is probably one of the greatest things that they yeah, no kidding, Rob. Discord is something that's helped me out tremendously, because at the end of the night, when I go on there, I get kind of heartbroken when I don't see anybody smoking on the hearth, right? 'Cause I just want to let my hair down. Discord is what helps me. getting on there with you guys. Yeah, you've lost your hair, bro. It's all good.
I don't appreciate that comment, man.
I know a guy that can help you with that, or a gal. I know a gal that can help you with that. But just getting on there, man, and just BSing and ragging on each other and cutting up. That's what kind of says, okay, I'm in the right spot. We're doing the right thing. I'm relaxed. I'm chilled. I'm drinking. I'm smoking. Hanging out with the guys. And that's it for me. I don't know what they deal with, how they deal with it.
Okay, Val, you up?
No, let Pedro go.
Say the question again. I got lost on it.
How do you
Sometimes,
stay focused amongst all the madness that you deal with, and and keeping even keel?
Staying focused is, yeah, basically like he was saying, it's we help each other out. I work all day. I do landscaping, and it's like I rush out of work to either come to a podcast, go do an event. It's always on the go. Like it doesn't stop. So it's like, you get tired, but my focus is cigars after that. I always call my brother because he's basically all day between his job and cigars. It's cigars, his job, numbers. He's the one that's, controlling it all and doing basically a lot of that work with the lounges, with the people, talking, communicating. And then he fills me in. And it's like, man, all that happened in just one day. Like this lounge call, it's amazing to see what he can balance through the day. And that's why I let him get stressed. I come over here. I know what attitude or mood he's in. If he's in a happy mood, sometimes, you all right? You're good. Yeah, I'm good. Okay. So it's definitely focus. We definitely focus and help each other out. And I think that's what helps us go forward is we all got each other's back here. There's no, like when I do events, like, hey, they got to do another event. I'll go do the event by myself. I pull the trailer. Like I got this, like, hey, we got a big event. I got it. You guys got it. Like my brother knows that when we split up, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, it's a lot of work when you're doing it by yourself. But again, passion's there. The focus is our passion.
Yeah, and then to answer the question that popped up on the screen, we actually help each other out quite a bit, and we've built in 2 years we've built such a chemistry that we know what each other's thinking before we even say it, and just like today, Val's doing all the talking with the lounges, getting some stuff ironed out. I was packaging. I had to run, and Val steps up, and she's like, hey, what do you need me to do for you while you're gone, while you're delivering cigars to the lounges, And so we all fill in where we know, hey, I know I can relieve a little bit of stress from my brother or from Val if I step up and do this, right? So it's always filling in the gaps when someone's out and doing something else, or it's a like today it was all day, packaging and shipping. So Val stepped up a couple of times and said, hey, I'm going to help you with this. Perfect. Right. So it's just team chemistry.
No, I think that's an outstanding thing. And we spoke about this before, the chemistry that you have between you and your brother. And I know you and Val have a great bond. And, when it comes to one day you may have to hire employees, how would you look at filtering out those employees, not sales reps, just someone that may have to help you on the daily grind of keeping track of things around? What would you be looking for in an employee? Because I'm looking at your growth.
I'll answer this one because he's an HR nightmare.
All I know is you got to know all our blends inside out. You got to know how to our blends. That's our main thing.
He literally said last week to me, oh my God, if we ever have to hire people, they're going to look at the three of us and be like, I'm out, y'all are crazy. Like he said, all three of us are going to be HR nightmare the way we talk to each other. So
yeah.
I don't know.
That's a great question, PC, because Yeah, I'm in the pay world, HR world, right?
Right,
That's
right.
work for corporate America, and I deal with HR, payroll, workers' comp, all of it. And I always tell everybody, your employees are your biggest asset, but they're your biggest liability.
Right.
With HAZE Gray, I think it's going to be the other way around. They're going to be our biggest liability. Right? Because when my Boston Sailor comes out, it's scary. And I know it can be scary.
What the beep beep thinking?
Yeah. So I would say if I was looking for somebody, they have to be passionate.
Right.
And like my brother said, they have to know our product inside and out, and they need to know our story inside and out. Because I think at the end of the day, that's something that kind of separates us from everybody else. Everybody's story is different, and they got to know it like the back of their hand, you know.
So they don't necessarily have to smoke cigars; they just have to like cigars.
If they don't smoke cigars, what's wrong with them, right?
Well, I get it. I was trying to give whoever walks through the door a break, you know. But you know, that's pretty much it. My questions, man. But I'm pretty sure I can, you know, sit here and have this conversation with you, you know, because we're just friends. So
right.
And I'm gonna pass this thing back to my man Panda and let him do his thing.
So my last question will put you guys to the test. But before I ask you that last question, you know, for someone that has not tried your brand at all, what one particular cigar would you recommend for that particular person to smoke for the first time?
The BUSSOla.
Man, does it can only be one?
Well, I mean, obviously you have to ask them questions, right? What's their normal palate, etc.
Yeah.
And you know, so it doesn't have to necessarily be one, but but definitely, I'll give you two. Like, if you need one particular cigar, matter of fact, no, I'm gonna make it hard for you. One, and the reason why I say that is because if you have one cigar, and I know it's hard because you guys truly have a phenomenal core line. You guys really do, and it is hard. And this is why I'm asking that question. So if I'm a brand new smoker, I'll make it easy for you. If I'm a brand new smoker and I go to you guys, I go to your Cut and Light. I got a friend of mine that introduced me to hey, this is HAZE Good. They got phenomenal cigars. I come up to you, Rue, Val, you know, Pedro. Hey, listen, I really don't. I smoke once in a while. What would you recommend that I would smoke?
I'm gonna take this question.
If you're a beginner smoker, I would say a 96. If you're a beginner, right?
It's got the best of both worlds in that 96.
And it doesn't punch you in the mouth. It's a good, smooth cigar. So if you're a beginner smoker, I would say a 96.
I agree.
If you are,
there's one cigar.
But he put a stipulation. It's got to be a new smoker.
He said a new smoker.
He said a new smoker.
Yeah.
So he opened up the door for two.
Oh, I thought he said only one.
Yeah, he said only one, but then he brought in the new smoker. So you're not going to give a new smoker the Admiral or the Mod, right?
Right.
So if you're an advanced smoker, I would say eat a Mod.
That's the 96. I'm definitely there with you. I think both. Honestly, if an experienced smoker, I think you would definitely enjoy that one because it's so different. And if you really enjoy, if you want to try something different, something that you never had, that cigar definitely is perfect for you. The 96, I think you hit it. That was the choice that I picked. That I was thinking of was the 96 because you do get the best of both worlds, and that you're right. It doesn't put you in the mouth, but it's such a it really does balance itself out even as you go from first, second, and third. And that's a cigar that you could pair up with pretty much anything. So that I agree with you. Are you guys in agreement with that one as well?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Because I mean, I've had some people. I've had some new smokers say that the 96 leaves like a little bit too much spice on their lips. Like they just don't like the spice. And it's not that much, but you do get a little bit, right? I mean, new smokers to me, like, I mean, especially in our area that we get a lot, it's all about the sweet. They like the sweet cigars, the flavor cigars. They want more flavor. They don't want to pull for the notes. You know, they don't want to look for those notes. They just want it right there. And we have the HAZE Gray, which is a sugar tip. And we sell a lot of those here locally, especially military guys. Something about the sweet cigar. They love the sweet cigar. And a new smoker, I mean, that's what I usually push for. If, like, never smoked a cigar in their life, sometimes I say the HAZE Gray because having a sugar tip intrigues them to smoke the cigar maybe longer than if I gave them maybe our 82 Connecticut Shade. They'll probably just get bored with it halfway through, put it out. At least with a HAZE Gray, it's kind of sweet. You know, it might just learn how to, you know, not inhale the cigar. You know, you're tasting the sweetness.
we had a kid, a young guy, 21, 22 maybe, Navy. We're downtown working an event and never smoked a cigar before. And so, but he wanted to try a cigar. So the professor over here is what we call him. He started educating him on the cigars. And he said, hey, why don't you try the HAZE Gray? It's got a, you know, sugar tip, blah, blah, blah. The kid smoked it. You know, he was enjoying it. He's like, I think I'm ready to take the next step. So I looked at my phone and I was like, just give him a 96. We gave the kid a 96, and he started smoking it. Next thing you know, and now the street's jam packed, people up and down the street. This kid starts screaming out at the top of his lungs, "You made me a man tonight! You made me." I think we're doing more than selling cigars out here, dude. Slow down.
You changing lives, baby.
Yeah, changing lives.
All right, so Panda,
Uh-huh.
I think this is a perfect segue.
Hold on, I know. Yes, I agree. Hold on. Hold that thought.
All right.
Because I do have a comment about the HAZE Gray. I am not much of an infused person. These guys know I do not care. But you know what? In true confessions right now, I am able to smoke your HAZE Gray with no problem.
Mm-hmm.
There is something about that damn cigar, honestly, guys, how the sweetness blends with the normal tobacco and how it balances it. To me, it's not overpowering. Most of these cigars that are infused are so overpowering that to me, I just can't. These guys, and I'll say the name, the Fat Bottom Betty, I didn't last, I think, not even 5 minutes with that cigar. And that's just me. There's nothing wrong with the Fat Bottom Betty. I don't want anybody to come after me with that. I'm just saying it's just not for me. To me, it just does. It upsets my stomach. It messes up my palate completely. And then it's hard for me to smoke something afterwards. You know, it takes a minute for me to cleanse my palate after I try, especially after that one. It took me a minute, but there is something to say about that in regards to it. So my last question. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
With the HAZE Gray, even though it's got the sugar tip and the sweetness, it's still like smoking not a real cigar, but like a true cigar. So you're still getting those notes and the flavors of a true cigar without the sweetness that blends smoothly with that sugar tip with the HAZE Gray.
I agree 100. Let me tell you, it's the only sweet cigar per se that I have truly enjoyed smoking. You know, I won't say that is my first HAZE Gray cigar that I gravitate to, but it's definitely, you know, one that I have no problems with. So, final question, guys. Are y'all ready for this?
No.
I'm putting myself on the big screen.
Oh God.
You ready? Because I believe that you guys are ready for
Oh, I agree.
We can't wait.
I agree. They are ready.
So, and the reason why, and I've had conversations privately, and you know, to me, if you spoke to me last year, I was very open about it with you guys. And I'm like, you know what, you guys still get momentum, whatever. I think that you guys have the traction now, and this is just my opinion, guys. I think that you guys have good traction, good momentum, and a good, strong following, which to me is so important. I truly believe that you guys are ready to show the world what you guys are all about. And I'll say this openly because I've said this to you guys privately, that if you guys, the day that you guys decide to go, I would be more than happy to go out there with you guys and rep HAZE great all day, every day, and be by your side and fight that battle with you guys, because that's how much I believe in you guys. That's how much I have much love for you guys and respect most above all. You know, so is there a possibility that HAZE great is going to show up at PCA? I know there's a battle of yes, no, and
Well, you got to look at it. There are big fish in a small pond. It's time to, upgrade.
So
Right?
I'm gonna start off. Hold on. I want Pedro to answer that question first.
Of course.
Yes. Yes.
I'm like 50-50, honestly, on PCA. It's a lot of money, right? It's an investment to me. Obviously, it's a good investment. It's not a bad investment. Just like you said, if we got the following and all that, great. But to me, I would say in another year or two. That's just my opinion. I say another year or two. Me personally, I know we're real close. I know we're there, but there's another part of it. It's like I just feel like with the money, trying to come up with all that money for PCA, I'd rather put it into our cigars, honestly, and just wait another year. That's just my opinion. And we've had, and me and my brother, we've had these talks. Trust me. Even a couple when we first started, like it was probably a year or two. Another brand approached us. Hey, you could ride with us to PCA, blah blah. And I told my brother, we're not ready, man. We're not ready. And he agreed. He's like, yeah. I know the opportunities can be there, but there's also a chance they won't be, right? And then you're investing all that money in travel and cigars, everything, and then what? So it's just that thing in the back of my mind. It's not that I'm scared. It's not that I don't think we will succeed and get to that point. But I think in another year or two, possibility. But hopefully TPA will get even bigger than PCA, and we won't have to worry about PCA.
Yeah, true that. Listen, absolutely. Listen, I think the TPA. I think that we're starting in the right direction. I think once we get Pensacola, I got a lot of big ideas that I constantly bug Ish about, right? Because obviously there's other states that we want to go to and stuff like that I think that we would do also well in. Because I look at boutique friendly states. Those are the states we want to go to. Mm-hmm. But what says you, Val?
I just want to add one thing though to that. Sorry. But I appreciate your kind words, Panda, and that means a lot to all three of us, what you just said earlier. 100%. We feel the same way about all you guys here. You guys have supported us since day one. And another to PC, that's that question he asked before, of momentum, there it is right there. Yeah. That's what pushes us and drives us, is comments like that. And it means the world to us. Thank you.
Well, and it's just that we want to see you guys succeed. We hope, we wish the best for you.
Yes.
And we think the world of you just like you think the world of us. And we appreciate you all too.
Thank you.
Very much.
Go ahead, Val.
I don't want to answer this question.
You don't have to.
I try to sit back because they do discuss PCA a lot. I don't want to get in trouble. So I feel that for us, a lot of things, and this goes for like any new brand, like there's a lot of big things like going to the PCA that are a little fearful, especially when you're a newer company, and that's stepping into the ring with the big fish. But for me, I feel that we're ready. I feel that we can totally go there and rock the hell out of it because I am driven on fear. Like there's not a whole lot that I get scared of, and that's how I've been with my salon business that I owned for 26 years and running my own business and doing things and stepping, I'm a firm believer of stepping out of the box and stepping into that fear of something that you might not think you're ready for is going to extremely grow you. That's my outlook on that. And that's how I have done everything in life. I don't let fear cripple me. And I'm not scared to jump into the pool with the big fish, because you're either going to sink or swim. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to swim if you're hustling and you're doing it with a passion and what needs to happen. So I feel like we would totally succeed. But that's not my call to make. That's their call to make. And that's got to be their decision, because it is a lot of money. It is a lot of a commitment. And we're also trying to weigh our options as a business of what money goes into that's going to be beneficial, that's not going to hurt us, which is a big factor on the day in and day out. So that's my answer. If that's an answer, is I feel we would do great with it, and we just got to bite the bullet and do it. Like, it's just got to happen. But
Yeah.
No, I'll put you on the big screen, buddy.
Gee, thanks, Manda.
Love
Yeah, love you. I think we're ready for the PCA. We've got, like you've said before, we've got some great momentum going. We want to ride that wave. I would say yes, we will end up at PCA. Because I'll tell you right now, talking to my brother, if you would have asked us about 8 months ago, he would have flat out said no. Right? For him to say 50-50, I'm shocked.
We're doing it, but 50-50.
But I think the strategy that we got right now will help us it'll help build that momentum even more, right? And the strategy that we got into eBoard. We're going to see thousands of people there. They're going to know who HAZE Gray is. Mm-hmm. We want to do other big cigar festivals, right? Oklahoma, Miami. There's one in North Carolina, up in Colorado, or wherever they moved it to now. If we can get our feet in, if we can get into these big smoke festivals and put our name out there, I think once we go to the PCA, people will know us, right? Maybe some lounge owners, consumers will definitely know us. But I think just building off that momentum and building more momentum, and then going to the PCA, I think yes, we will be there. I'm not going to say it's going to be next year, but maybe 2 years from now, possibly. I mean, it's a great way to get your name out there, man. You got a captive audience. You got all those retail lounges there, knocking at your door. So you hear horror stories all the time. Oh my God, I got my ass handed to me, or oh my God, we killed it, or oh my God, we did all right, but it wasn't too bad. But you hear them all. It's something that we have to experience ourselves, And if we go out there and we rock it, then guess what? Then let's go again, and let's go again, and let's go again. Let's make it a yearly thing if we're successful at it. So, yeah. And you and I have had this conversation before, Panda. It's definitely. Yeah, we've heard it all. We've heard the naysayers and the guys that are like, hey, do it, but beware, right? Do it, but be prepared to lose your ass. And it's just something that we're gonna have to bite the bullet, do it, and let's just see where it rolls, right? But I think with the strategy that we have now, just build more momentum. I think it will work. If it doesn't, oh well. Let's go back to the drawing board and let's just go to the PCA.
Yeah. And listen, I brought the question up not to cause any, right of the cages in the house. I asked the question, so and I fought myself to ask you this question only because I know, to me, my opinion on the PCA with you guys, I think that if you guys honestly hustle the PCA the way you guys hustle, there's no stopping you guys, man. And I truly mean that. You know, because I have so much respect for you guys in this industry, you know, coming from this boutique world, right? Because it as it is, it's already a hard grind, right?
Yeah.
And the reality is that nobody wants to do the hard work, right? Everybody wants all the glorification of the industry, but nobody wants to work their ass for it, you know? And I think that you guys have the right mindset. You guys have the right look, the right, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You guys really know how to represent your brand properly. And you know what? I think you guys are, and I truly mean it, I think you guys are the total package, you know, because of the way you guys work and the way you guys are choosing to attack your brand, you know. And I think the PCA would do more good than bad. That's just my opinion, because we know of other brands. I would never compare any other brand to you guys, but that they're doing well and they've done well, and I think you guys have a much better product and a better. I think you guys have a better platform. I think you guys have a better story. You know what I mean? And this is what I mean by the whole total package. That you guys have a story. You guys have the marketing. You guys have that hustle and grind in you. That you know that most of these guys do not do, and it is so important. I think that the only way that the boutique industry as a whole, they need to have the same mentality as you guys. You guys are. I tell this to my kids all the time. What are you willing to sacrifice to get what you want?
Yeah.
Because there's always a sacrifice. There's always a sacrifice to get what you want. So what are you willing to sacrifice? If you want your brand to really make it, what are you willing to sacrifice? And you know what? It is a gamble. And to me, I'd rather gamble on me all day, every day, twice on Sunday, than to have somebody else try to gamble on me. No, no one's going to work harder than me for me. That's a fact. You know what I mean? And like I said, I brought the question up only, you know, to kind of put it in you guys' head that you guys have a following, that you guys have the support from us, not only from us, but everybody that's on this. We have 30 people on right now, and I'm telling you, you guys do it. And like I said, I'm not trying to tell you do it tomorrow, next year, whatever. You guys have a plan, stick to your plan, because what you guys are doing, the work is work. You know. But if you thought my question was hard, wait till you hear what Bougie Don has to say. But before you say, JJ's gonna have to run that. You know which?
I got it right here. I'm ready to
You
go.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
everybody, it's fair game for everybody.
If you've
Strap
been
up.
if you've been
Strap up.
if you've been following our show the last couple of weeks, we have a new segment coming out, and we did this with Ish last week, and we're gonna do it here. Here we go.
One's gotta go, brought to you by Cuba.
All right.
Black Cuba.
All right. Here's the question. One's got to go. This is Sophie's choice here. One's got to go.
Chat's involved too.
What's that? Chat's involved.
The comment stage, yeah.
Absolutely. All right. One's got to go. Here's your choices. The Admiral, the Brotherhood, Earmouse Damar, or the Bussola. That's your 4 choices. One's got to go.
I'm going to say the Brotherhood.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Oh,
That hurt the baby.
wow, my God.
That
That
hurt
hurt
the
so
baby.
bad, Val. That hurt so bad. Val,
I
that hurt.
know.
Hold on. We got Val, that hurt so bad.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
but you know, I appreciate the honesty. All right, guys. Pedro.
Wow.
Can't wait to see you in October, Don.
Yeah, right.
The thing is,
I'm gonna say the cigar, but to me, I feel like it's the cigar like that we started with. That it wasn't our first cigar, but it's the second one that a lot of people started liking our cigars from this cigar, and it's the Admiral. I wouldn't want to get rid of it, but out of all those, I love all those other cigars more. But the Admiral is what really, to me, in my opinion, got a lot of people liking our cigars. and I know it's hard, but the Brotherhood's too. It's between the Brotherhood and Admiral, but the Brotherhood's too good to me. I love the Brotherhood, so I guess you have to get rid of Admiral.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you depressed, bro?
Because that was terrible. I thought we were getting. I was looking at the timer and I'm like, okay, we're over an hour, so maybe we're not going to let do the one's got to go thing.
Everybody's got a face.
Yeah. Well, I'm in agreement with my brother. I'm 100% with my brother on that, and it'll all unfold here soon. But yeah, I'd say the Admiral's got to go.
I mean, if we talk about it that way, can I backtrack?
Nope.
Okay.
Say nope.
Well, you gotta learn Portuguese. That's what I said. I said something to him.
So check this out. So here we go. We got the Brotherhood's got to go. The Brotherhood's got to go. Clint, we didn't ask you which one was fire, man. We said which one needs to go, man.
You're not helping, Clint. You're not helping.
Yes, Gabe, we know it's not a fair question.
Well,
That's the whole point of the game.
Okay,
Oh,
so
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll give my answer. I'm not immune to because I asked the question. So for me, I absolutely love the Admiral. I absolutely love the Brotherhood. Those got me, like everybody's saying, those got me hooked on Haze Gray. This Bussola is one of the better cigars I've ever smoked. So this is the second one I've had. The first one was with you guys in March. And only because of experience level, I haven't smoked as many of the Earmouse Damar. So that one would have to go for me.
Ooh.
You want to know what?
Wow.
JJ?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you which one definitely isn't it for me. And that's the Earmouth Damar. And you know what? Yeah. Well, wait to see you in October, Dawn.
Yeah, right.
You know, I'm just gonna.
My flight just got canceled. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah. Admiral. I'm gonna have to go with the Admiral.
I can see you on.
I'm on.
Yeah.
Man, I actually love the Admiral, man, and the Brotherhood. I love that first core line. God. Damn, how about me? I gotta go. No, seriously though, if I had to pick one in just for the sake of argument, I would go with the Admiral. Just for the sake of argument.
Yeah, because the Brotherhood was the first cigar I ever smoked. So that's the cigar that got me hooked. And that got me with you guys. That's what started my journey with Haze Gray. So I have a memory there. So that cigar can't go. It just can't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's being really quiet up there.
Yeah.
Well, we know it's not this bad boy.
I'm about to say, are you sleeping on the question?
Oh man. Okay. So this one's hard because I go back and forth between the Brotherhood and the Admiral. I constantly go back. But for whatever reason, the Brotherhood hits a little bit better for me. But I still would not get rid of the Admiral, right? So it does leave me with the Earmouse Damar. And the thing is this: it's a different cigar from those three other cigars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, completely. You know, that cigar to me. If Haze Gray would have came out as that cigar as an LE, all they would be kidding. I mean, and the thing is that even with it not being an LE, they absolutely matching it because people absolutely love it. So I still gotta go with Earmouse Damar. Oh,
you know, and that cigar truly challenges my palate.
It does. You know what? It's such a unique smoke.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. It's a great smoke. But the Brotherhood, you know, I don't know what it is about the Brotherhood, and there's some other things coming about. But let me tell you something. That was the first smoke that I had of Haze Gray, and I
Yes.
absolutely fell in love with the brotherhood. Absolutely fell in love with it. And but the crazy part about it, and I'm not a was it Panda. I know you guys you know what. But you know what? The crazy part, this cigar right here, and it's just my opinion. If people don't know who Hayes Gray is, and if this is the cigar they're going to start off with, I'm telling you guys, there's no stopping you guys. There really is no stopping you guys because this cigar is something. It's unreal. This cigar is unreal.
And I gotta say, thanks for answering the question, guys. You know, we're doing this with everybody now, and obviously none of those cigars are going anywhere. They're all great cigars,
Right.
but
Shut up, Doc.
we did it with this last week, and
See you in October.
we did it with this last week, and I said, man, that's a good segment to put people on the spot. So
Who is this Hayes Gray you speak of?
You know, I played something earlier that was questionable.
Stickers are coming down at the lounge.
Let me tell you, the Bussola, I am telling you guys, if you guys have not had the opportunity to smoke this cigar,
oh my gosh,
I am telling you, buckle up, Buttercup, is all I got to say.
For sure.
Buckle up. And you know what? And you know, and we got to give a shout out, you know, and I hate to make this man head bigger than what it is, you know, but I got to give Ish his prop. And listen, there you go. That's our number one sponsor right there.
Oh, wow.
King Pepper.
But you know, Ish, you know, it's one of those things that it's a blessing and a curse to meet Ish. Okay, it is. It really is. I love the guy to death. You know what I mean? You know, him and I, and you guys know we've seen him and I. We've gone back and forth on a few things. And you know what? But I think that's what builds our friendship, right? Because you don't have to agree on everything, right? You do not have to agree on everything.
No.
But the one thing that I take my hat off to the man is that he truly is a mad scientist when it comes to that tobacco. And, you know, to see him, like you said, in his element, when you see, and the crazy part is the more the man drinks wine, the more wine he has in him, the more crazier he comes up with the most craziest, ridiculous blends. And just when you think he cannot top the one he just rolled you, he goes, oh, wait a minute. Goes to his room, comes back with like 3 different other bundles, and forget about it. Yep.
Woo!
I will say this. I think with meeting Ish was definitely there's a few things in our travels in our journey that I can say these were the turning points to our brand. And one of those 3 was meeting Ish, because you know we've dealt with another factory. Now we're working with Ish. The thing that I really appreciate about working with Ish and getting to know Ish is the fact that he just doesn't make our cigars and collects money and then see you next time when you want another blend or when you want to reorder. The thing with Ish is he's educated us, and he's given us some really good sound advice, to the point where I think it's helped us be who we are today, right? So it's definitely an amazing partnership that we have with Ish, because he's in our corner and he's got our back just like we have his back, and just the knowledge that he's helped us with. And I think going back and I'll go back and watch some podcasts that we did right in the very first get-go when we first launched, to where and some of the things we talked about to where we are today, it's night and day. And a lot of it's driven because of the knowledge that we've picked up from Ish, whether it's at his house, whether it's on a phone call, whether it's on Discord. He's always there, and he's always giving us good sound advice, not only to us, but to other folks that are in the middle of the conversation. Sometimes, like my brother said, we wish he lived just down the road, because there's certain times that we're in our mobile lounge and guys challenge us, and we're like, man, I couldn't like, I wish we could just pick up the phone and be like, get down here in 10 minutes and blast this guy out of the mobile lounge, right? Because of his knowledge. So it's definitely something that we give credit to where we are today, is because of the mentorship that he's given us.
Yeah, I mean, there is no, and how do I say this? And I mean this with the utmost respect when I say this about Ish. Okay, Ish is truly an acquired taste. He is. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a fact. Because the thing with Ish is that he's very vocal, right? He's very vocal, very opinionated. But the thing with him is that he has the receipts. You get what I'm saying? He's able to back up everything he says, which pisses off a lot of people in the industry. Okay? And like I said, and it's not a bad thing, right? And the thing is that, and mind you, I can only imagine how many people this man's pissed off over the years. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. But once again, with him, he has receipts. And when you have someone that's, okay, you say X, Y, and Z, prove it to me. And this is a man that has no qualms whatsoever to prove what he's saying is factual. Yeah. You know, so at what point do you say you have to believe it? He's proven it to you. Mm-hmm. You know, how many times people, you know, no one ever thought about Transylvania tobacco? How many people picked up their phone to see if there was such thing as Transylvania tobacco? I'm guilty.
Yeah.
I'm guilty.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, one thing I've learned, most of the time, you're not selling cigars, you're selling yourself. First and foremost. Yes, people fall in love with your cigars, but they fell in love with you guys first and your grind and the blood, sweat, and tears. So like I said, first and foremost, you sell yourself before the cigars. I've learned that. So
there's something to say about that. Yeah. But holy crap, man. I think you guys are the longest people that we've had on the podcast, man. We definitely appreciate you guys coming out, especially doing the launch of the BUSSOLA with us, man. You guys know you guys are not a guest. You guys are family, like I did post earlier today. You know, I got nothing but love for you guys, and I am here. We are here to support you guys all the way to the very, very tippy top. You know, and I always joke with these guys. I said, just don't forget about us small guys. You know what I mean?
Never.
So, hey, how many hashtags do we have now?
We're at 35.
35.
Nice.
Okay.
Pretty productive.
Totally correct, JJ. Hold on. Hold on. The maestro has something to say. Totally correct, JJ, and that's why I'm broke. I can't sell myself. You know what? Listen, he says that jokingly, but there is some truth to that. I think it's just that person. He could break things down to you. He could break it down to the actual molecule in regards to tobacco making. Mm-hmm. You know, and he jokes about it himself all the time that he's not a salesman. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's not a salesman. But what he has is the knowledge that he's able to be able to pass on to you guys, to us, and to everybody else out there that's willing to hear and actually pay attention. But all right, guys. Well, it's that time for that raffle. Or that giveaway, should I say. 35. Holy cows, man. All right. We go and we spin 3 times. So 3 times, the third person will be the actual winner. Here we go.
And you got to realize, if you won it within the last month, you cannot win again.
Mountain Valley Cigars. Sorry, buddy. But your name still stays on, so let's go.
Yes.
Community Spotlight. All right. This one is the winner. This one here. The 5-pack, shirt, t-shirt, and hat. Brent. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Did Brent win your last pack?
He won the week before last.
You won the last pack. I'm sorry, Brent. I cannot allow that. You're gonna have to roll one more time. I believe I sent Ruler your information last week. It was last week. The Whiskey Loft. Oh, okay. Hey, are you here? The Whiskey Loft. Are you? That's what's his name, ain't it? That's Randon, ain't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Randon, are you here?
He's here. There he is.
Oh, he's here. There he is, guys.
sir.
All right.
Nice, congrats.
There you go. There he is. I have your information. I will be sending it over to the Rue and them.
And we need a Panda. We need a shirt size too.
Oh, hey, Randon, what's your shirt size, Randon? Or just let me know on where we at. What shirt size are you, Randon? But anyways, while he's telling us that,
Hey,
Pedro, Val, Rue, we really appreciate it, man.
and thank you guys for sponsoring us as well. That means a lot to us. You know,
Absolutely, yes.
we got an XL for the shirt. So
Extra large.
After that one must go, we're done sponsoring. We're out. Hey, I've always been told, play silly games, win silly prizes.
That's what I'm telling, man. Thanks, Don. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
Hey, but just for the people, tell everybody where they can get your cigars at once again.
Yeah, tell them again.
Yep. So you can go on our website and look for authorized retailers. If there's nobody around, our website's hazegraycigars.com. If you don't see a location near you, you can go to fatboycigars.com and the Wolfpack Cigar Club.
Nice. Everybody get out there and support Haze Gray. They got some phenomenal cigars. Pick up any accessories that they may have, and let's see if we can get them generating some cash so that they can get to one of these CPAs one of these days.
Yeah, dude. You know, like we always said, there's much love from this end from everybody. And thank you again for coming on.
Likewise. Thanks, JJ. And thanks, everybody. We really appreciate you guys having us on. We've been looking forward. We've had this date circled on our calendar for a while. We've been looking forward to it.
here's to the launch, guys. Here's to the launch.
Absolutely, man. Thank you. Cheers. And then also thank you for all the support that we've been getting from the cigar community, all our consumers, and definitely our lounge sponsors. Everybody's been great. We love getting the messages and interacting with the consumers. So we definitely make ourselves available as much as we can. So we owe it to you guys. We appreciate everything you guys have been doing for us.
Well, guys, as always, we appreciate the support. If you like what you see, once again, hit that subscribe button, share it. We're still trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. Not everyone got European influence like certain individuals that we know. In less than 12 days, he has over 1,000 subscribers. Not mentioning no names, irrelevant. But anyway,
my name's Ish.
King Pepper.
You really don't want this guy to make your cigars anymore, huh?
I'm telling you, it's all God. The good thing, I am the fortunate one that I live about 7 minutes away from the man, so I can keep on knocking on his door.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and hit that all notifications. So every time we go live, and also before we go off, effective August, start the first Tuesday. We're gonna start. We're moving our show from Thursday nights, guys, to Tuesday nights. It seems that Thursday nights has been completely inundated with podcasts, and we kind of trying to stick out a little bit. So
I got you, son.
So starting August on Tuesdays, same time, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, we'll be switching over to Tuesday nights. So stay tuned and make sure you pay attention to when we're coming on. All right, love you guys as always. You should have played it out, man. You should have played it out. That's it. Love you guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace.